Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you watched my last video, you already know the $656,000 mistake you're making with every single paycheck by paying yourself last. Today, we're exposing another silent wealth killer that is quietly costing the average person hundreds of thousands of dollars over their lifetime, and most people have absolutely no idea it's even happening. I'm talking about the credit card trap. It feels so normal, so convenient, so harmless that millions of Americans fall into it every single month without realizing the devastating long-term damage it is doing to their financial future. You've probably done this yourself. You swipe your card for groceries, gas, that online purchase, maybe a night out. It feels effortless. You get a few points or cash back. You pay the minimum balance at the end of the month so you do not miss a payment and your credit score stays good. Life goes on. But every single month, that small balance you are carrying is quietly charging you 20 to 25% interest, and that interest is compounding against you instead of for you. Over decades, this one habit turns into a wealth-destroying machine that most people never even notice until it is too late. Today, I'm going to break down exactly how this credit card trap works, show you the brutal math with numbers that will make your stomach drop, explain why it traps almost everyone, even smart, responsible people, and then give you the 3 dead simple steps to escape it forever starting today. By the end of this video, you will never look at your credit cards the same way again, and you will have a clear, actionable plan to protect hundreds of thousands of dollars that are currently slipping away from you. Stick around because fixing this one trap could be the single biggest financial decision you make this year. First, let's make sure we understand exactly what the credit card trap really is. Credit cards themselves are not evil. They can be useful tools if you pay them off in full every single month. The trap is when you start carrying a revolving balance. You pay only the minimum required, which is usually around 2 to 3% of the balance. The credit card company loves this because they make massive profits from the interest. For you, it feels manageable because the payment is small. But that unpaid balance keeps growing with high interest rates that average around 22% right now and can go as high as 30% on some cards. Most people think they are only paying a little extra in interest each month. They tell themselves they will pay it off next month when things calm down. But next month never comes. New charges keep getting added. The balance slowly creeps up. And every single dollar of interest you pay is money that could have been working for you in investments instead. This is the hidden part most people have no idea about. It is not just the direct interest you pay. It is the massive opportunity cost of all the money that never gets to compound and grow over decades. Now let's look at the exact math so you can see why this trap is so expensive. Imagine you are 25 years old, and like most people, you are carrying an average credit card balance of $5,000. At 22% interest and paying only the minimum each month, it would take you over 30 years to pay that off, and you would end up paying more than $12,000 in interest on that $5,000 balance. That is already bad, but here is where the real damage happens. Instead of paying that interest every month, what if you paid off the card completely and took the money you were spending on interest and minimum payments and invested it instead? Let's say by paying off your cards, you free up $150 per month that was previously going straight to interest and fees. That is a realistic number for millions of people. Now invest that $150 every single month at the same 7% average annual return after inflation we have talked about in previous videos. Over the next 40 years until age 65, that $150 a month grows to roughly $396,000. That is the real cost of the credit card trap. It is not just the interest you pay today. It is the future wealth you will never have because that money was never allowed to compound in your favor. And this assumes you never increase the amount over time. Most people who escape the trap also free up even more money from raises, and they invest that too, so the actual number is often much higher. Even if your current credit card interest is only $75 a month, the math still works out to roughly $200,000 lost by retirement. This is why I say most people have no idea. Let me make it even more real with another example. Suppose you are 35 right now, and you have been carrying credit card debt for the last 10 years already. If you continue the minimum payment habit for the next 30 years, you could easily pay over $80,000 in total interest across all your cards. But if you kill the debt today and redirect even $100 a month into investments, you can still reach roughly $123,000 by retirement. The gap between the two paths is enormous, and every month you stay in the trap makes that gap wider and harder to close. Why does this happen to almost everyone? A few powerful psychological and structural reasons. First, credit card companies design everything to make spending easy and paying off hard. They send you statements that highlight the minimum payment because they know most people will pay only that. Second, we live in a culture that normalizes debt. Everyone around you seems to be carrying balances and still going on vacations and buying new things, so it feels normal. Third, the rewards and points create a false sense of value. You think you are getting something for free, when in reality, the interest you pay more than wipes out any rewards if you carry a balance. Fourth, life happens. An emergency comes up, you tell yourself you will pay it off soon, but the balance becomes a permanent fixture. I have heard this exact story from so many people in the comments on previous videos. One viewer told me he had been carrying $8,000 in credit card debt for 12 years. He was paying $400 a month just to keep the balance from growing, and he thought he was being responsible. Another person shared that she finally paid off her cards at age 42, and once she started investing the money she had been wasting on interest, her net worth exploded by over $100,000 in just 5 years. These stories are everywhere because the credit card trap is the default setting for the majority of Americans. The average household carries thousands in revolving credit card debt, and most of them have no idea how much it is truly costing them long term. So what is the fix? It is actually 3 straightforward steps that anyone can follow, even if you are deep in credit card debt right now, and even if your income is not that high. These steps have worked for thousands of people who finally broke free. Step number 1 is to stop the bleeding immediately. Cut up every credit card or freeze them in a block of ice in your freezer so you cannot use them impulsively. Switch to debit or cash for all spending until you are out of the trap. This one move forces you to live within your means and prevents new debt from piling on while you attack the old debt. Step number 2 is to pay off the debt aggressively, using the Debt Avalanche or Debt Snowball method. List all your credit cards from highest interest rate to lowest. Throw every extra dollar you can find at the highest interest one first, while making minimum payments on the others. Once that card is paid off, roll the entire payment to the next one. This creates a snowball effect that accelerates faster and faster. If you have multiple cards, focus on the most expensive one first to save the most in interest. Step number 3 is to build the pay in full habit forever. Once all your cards are at zero, you must commit to paying the entire balance every single month, no matter what. Set up automatic payments for the full amount due. Treat your credit cards like debit cards that you only use if you already have the cash in the bank. This turns the cards into a tool instead of a trap, and you get to keep any rewards without paying a dime in interest. Let's run one more quick example to show how powerful getting out of this trap really is. If you are 25 and you free up $150 a month by killing your credit card debt and invest it, you hit roughly $396,000 by 65. But if you also increase that monthly investment by $50 every time you get a raise, the number can easily climb past $487,000. Small, consistent changes create massive results when you stop the interest from working against you and start letting compound growth work for you instead. One last thing before we wrap up. If you are already deep in credit card debt, do not panic. Starting today is still infinitely better than continuing the minimum payment cycle. Even if you can only afford an extra $50 a month toward the debt right now, that is enough to start the snowball. The math works in your favor the moment you stop feeding the trap. And if you are already debt-free but still using cards, make sure you are paying in full every month, because even small interest charges add up over time. So here is what I want you to do right after this video. Pause it. Pull out your phone and check your current credit card balances and interest rates. Calculate exactly how much you are paying in interest each month. Then, make a plan to pay off the highest interest card first, even if it is only an extra $20 or $30 this month. Take that first small action today. Your future self will thank you for it. Drop a comment right now and tell me how much credit card debt you currently have, or, if you are already debt-free, how you beat the trap. Be honest. I read every single comment, and seeing your numbers and stories helps me make better videos for all of us. It also reminds everyone watching that they are not alone in this. If you have not watched my first video, Why You Are Getting Poorer Even When You Save, make sure to check it out right here. It pairs perfectly with everything we have been talking about in this series. If this video finally opened your eyes to the real cost of the credit card trap, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow so I can keep creating these straightforward explanations for free. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you do not miss the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Now go break that credit card trap before it costs you another $1. I will see you in the next video. Take care.